Alright. So, it looks like we've got an interesting battle on our hands. Same idea, except different positioning this time around.
Yep. I think we've seen this map being done once today, before, in the first set. Let's see if the enemy, both teams are going to abandon A side like we saw the previous time.
Yes. So REPOI's got a good setup here, so anything can happen here. So I'm just looking at the positioning. I wonder what's the plan this time round. It looks like CLC is definitely pushing hard over towards mixture of C and B at this stage. But I'm looking at it now that REPOI has a plan of their own in the making. An interesting tactic.
It's a bit too early to say, but I'm reading the feng shui of the land, and I think it's actually not going to be like A force for REPOI. They're committing at least, but it looks a bit 5 ships over there. Let me try and remember my Sesame Street lessons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 ships.
I mean, like, yes.
5 ships. 5 ships. A Shimakaze, a Gearing, a Des Moines, Stalingrad, and a Kremlin, all headed towards A.
They got a good combo with a mixture of radar, hydro, and also some good top range ships. So this is actually good. And having a fire, and like the Kremlin, that Fat Cat, that player I know quite well, who does a very good job in surveilling ships at like 20 to 30 kilometers away, and depending which ship he plays on. So
that's right. I know that guy as well. His skill is as high as his ego.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I'm sure he'll come back and give me a word after the game's over.
I'm sure I'll feel the same way too. But looks like CLC on the other hand is actually playing a different tactic, and we got the Z52 in the middle with the Daring and B. Daring is going to C. Fair enough. Looks like, wow. If it's my imagination, they got the Salem, the Kremlin, and the Moskva working together. 2 Moskvas on the C cap. Torps are all over
this is actually more of a common thing.
Yes.
Compared to last KOTS. So what's happened here is one side's deployed heavily into one of the flank caps, whilst the other team has deployed heavily into the other flank cap. So it's going to be the heavy side of one team engaged against the holding / kiting force of the other team for both sides, with the DD players in the middle staring at each other and probably going to watch Dota on another monitor as they wait for something else to happen to them.
Indeed.
Because nothing's gonna happen at B for a while. Although, look at the REPOI Moskva's position, actually. He's actually positioned facing towards B instead of towards C, as you would otherwise have expected. Maybe trying to chime in onto the A-B side at some point. He has radared it. REPOI Moskva has radared it.
Yeah, exactly. And the Z52 has actually decided to just hang back. But he's getting shot at long range by the Stalingrad.
You would have to, yep. Crossfire's coming in from the Stalingrad. I think that's what they're relying on, really. It's just Moskva radars the Z52, and they will try and leverage some width from the 1-2 line to try and chip down the Z52.
Yeah, exactly. And it's actually very interesting to see what they're doing here with the positioning here.
Indeed. CLS going to get the initial advantage here by capping C basically for free, identifying that REPOI has no DD presence on the C side. So, very quick to capitalize on this gap in the REPOI's defenses. And meanwhile on the A side, looks like REPOI is having less success with the push from their heavy force. Although we'll see if CLC is able to stop this push with a bow in Moskva. This could actually be a bit of a disaster here. In the making.
It is interesting though, but look at the Shimakaze over in A. He's actually, for the CLC, he's definitely totally exposed to Gearing and Des Moines, who are...
He has to get out.
Crawling
he just has
up
to get
there.
out.
Yeah. Moskva's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moscow's in there, but he's eating shit from a Des Moines who's smoked up by the Gearing.
And the Bugatti is actually firing shots as well as long range.
He also needs to be very careful to not back up too much. I will be hugging this under for dear life.
Ooh.
If he's not too careful, he's gonna get cross shot by something. Maybe the Ohio from the other side. I'm not sure. Let me check the gun range. Alright, 38 kilometers might be a bit too extreme even for an Ohio, but definitely the Kremlin could chime in here if he backs up too much.
This is true. I mean, like, I'm just noticing that over at B-Cap, it's being contested. Nothing has changed at this stage. But C-Cap has fallen into CLC at this stage, which is okay. They got both teams to go with cap each. Anything could happen with Bravo. Now, the only way for them to pull it off is that if the A team, if the A cap would actually work over here and make a push on the A cap towards Bravo and see if they can help out. But it looks like they're breaking away with the Shimakaze to assist on Bravo. So anything could happen here, folks.
Yeah, I think REPOI is going to start repositioning stuff out of the A-cap, although I would still try and pressure this Moskva. But he actually disengaged.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He was able to get out of his, he's out of there. He's out of there.
Well played. Oh, hold on. Torps are coming into this Shimakaze. Maybe? No, he's got plenty of time. There's plenty of time. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Is it my imagination? These Torps, I'm looking at the Shimakaze, are they using the long-range 60-knot Torps? Maybe?
I actually have no idea. My panel is a bit balked at the moment.
Yeah, no, because it's got me fascinated, because like I'm just noticing that the slow Torps from the REPOI in the middle of B-cap, or towards B anyway, is still going towards the Bugatti, and the Bugatti is just kiting his way away from this Torps.
20k Torps have long range, but they sacrifice basically everything else for that range.
Yeah, damage and speed, isn't it? Sacrifice, isn't it? Oh, the Bugatti just missed, dodged those Torps. Okay, he's fine. Okay.
Oh, thank you for the reminder. REPOI is actually green now. This is red. I'm not sure if you have it switched, Admiral.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's have a quick look and make sure, hey? I got CLC is red and REPOI is green.
Okay, so I had it the wrong way around.
Oh, don't worry. I had a lot of shenanigans with that the other time, so don't worry.
Yep. My one allocated time to screw up the overlay. Thank you who reminded me, Plat Silver.
Yep, no worries, mate. It's all good.
Alrighty. Still a close match. Very close match. I think REPOI has traded slightly better in terms of HP.
Yep.
And I think, yeah, again, they have, CLC has got one of their Moskva stuck again.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of in an awkward position.
Let me just look at this, the Moskva at the moment. Hang on. Has he really beached himself?
No, I don't think he's beached himself, but that position is very dangerous, considering how far REPOI is going to start wrapping around.
Oh, the Darren's did the right move by smoking up his teammate, but the question is,
it's a very short duration smoke though. Daring smoke only lasts about 30 seconds at maximum.
Yeah, but look at those Torps, they're coming in pretty much. What did the Shimakaze Torps though? Yes, they were.
First set was fired with the assumption that he is going to be further away from the island, but I think set 2 and set 3 are coming in, and they were aimed at the corner over there. The only thing we can do is pray to RNG.
Yeah, looks like the Moskva
Second set would also be a miss, but the
third set looks like promising.
Moskva would be having Hydra activated at the moment.
Yep, he's actually making a
Forwards.
move.
Making a move forwards. Oh no, it's not. It's too late.
Too late. Too late. Too late. And oh, he's down.
Yeah, there we go. First blood to REPOI.
Feast blood to REPOI. They're taking the lead. All right. Oh whoa, REPOI is getting belted with the Moskva of their own over at the C cap, and they gain focus fight on. Oh, okay.
And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
1-for-1 trade
Ohio
indeed.
now faced up against the Kremlin and the Moskva.
You know, this could go either way with this. The REPOI Ohio player, I know that person quite well, and he's willing to take gambles. I can say that much. But I know also the Kremlin player on the other team, and they're very aggressive players. I can say that much. But considering the positioning and the timing where they are, anything could happen here. And the Moskva is making a bold move to rush the Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Moscow will be looking to get a trade here.
Oh, this looks like a ram.
This could be a ram. Ohio would be running propulsion, I would think.
Yep, and oh,
if you propel further.
Here we go.
Turn here.
The ram is on.
No. Very unfortunate for REPOI here.
Yeah.
They really needed this to be a 2-for-1.
Yep, exactly. So anything could happen here, folks. But let's have a look in towards the middle. Looks like Alpha is fine. There's all safe. They're actually starting to push over towards B cap. So anything could happen here. B is going to be where the battleground's going to be. So
and the Moskva from CLC finally goes down to the barrage of the Stalingrad and the REPOI Des Moines.
That's right.
And,
yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so anything could happen here.
Yeah, whilst I do like the Borg as a ship, I feel like CLC has been extremely handicapped this game by the fact that the Borg, the battleship on that flank cannot overmatch the Des Moines. Des Moines has a smoke gap of 30 seconds based on the gearing that is escorting him. But even if the Des Moines is spotted, he could just bow into the Borg here. Those 380s have pack a lot of HE firepower, but cannot overmatch the Des Moines 27mm nose. So Des Moines has been able to flex that advantage very significantly to try and push the Des Moines very aggressively. Look, this Des Moines gone all the way to the 1 line, from C1 to I1, and then now he's basically south of B. So, he's basically not stopped in the gearing smoke. His gearing has desperately tried to keep him alive and healthy, and he's like, I'm fine. I don't need smoke.
Yeah,
just keep running at the enemy.
Well, he's actually pulled off a bit of a Leroy Jenkins there moment, though, mate. I think that the way they're doing it is actually they're playing like tag with each other. So basically, knowing that the Des Moines player there, he definitely wants to play a little bit aggressive, but he also wants to play passive at the same time. And he's a very cooperative player, so he actually is probably communicating with his teammate and saying, "Let's, you know, trade places when we're ready." And looks like the gearing just fired up his engine boost by the looks. Maybe
he'll be coming off cooldown.
Yep.
It just looks like the gearing's desperately trying to get in front of
Yeah, I know. This is the first time I ever seen a Des Moines outrunning the gearing.
Yeah.
But that daring on the enemy team has fired its torps towards them. So, whoa!
Oh, look at this greedy cunt! Look at this gearing, opening his guns up in front of a Borg. I'm not sure if they have Hydra at the moment.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh.
Torps coming in. I think Des Moines has spotted the torps out.
Oh, totally dodged it.
HE Salvo coming in on the Borg. That looks like a legendary Des Moines. The acceleration on that thing is a bit too fast for a regular Des Moines.
Yeah, that looks like
once again,
case.
Gearing's still behind the Des Moines.
I never seen this before.
Who's escorting who, I wonder, in this situation?
Well, on the other side, meanwhile, we got the Z52 is actually just about to go down, and it just did. The Moskva, well played there. Looks like the daring is still about to die in a second here. No, he's dodged those shots. Maybe not. No. No. Yes. No. 1 out of 2. Yay! There we go. He's down. Okay. Okay.
I think it's pretty done set. Who's gonna win this match now? CLC is all flanks for CLC is collapsing pretty handily.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that what CLC had going for them at the beginning was they got C and they rushed the REPOI Ohio, took it out and got rid of it. Fair enough. But they left the A flank exposed like for a long time, and they could have contested it, and they held back on B for too long as well. So what they could have done is like they could have pulled back and regrouped their forces at C and make a solid push to B instead of like, you know, spread out towards A. But anyway, anything could happen. But it looks like REPOI is, you know, pushing in now. They focusing fire, taking names.
Yep. Once again, I'm actually very impressed by the REPOI's shot caller's ability to read the enemy. Like, it seems like he's been able to gamble with a strat that just perfectly counters the enemy's weak points at the start. I mean, there's no way to know exactly how the enemy's going to deploy before you see all their ships on the map. But the fact that the Des Moines, with its gearing, is able to make it all the way from A side to the B side to the C side in such a speedy manner is thanks to the fact that the enemy didn't deploy a Kremlin on that side and instead only had a Borg. So he's gambled and he's won. He's had a significant advantage from the very get-go, and it just seems like he's able to do it over and over again in this KOTS.
Exactly. And the Daring has made the move with the Kremlin.
By the Daring, Double Tiger, going to take down the Kremlin here, by the looks of it.
And there you go.
That is game 2 to REPOI.
REPOI has taken the lead.
Yes, and I believe that means... what does that mean? Actually, I don't know. They're going to be in round of... No, it doesn't mean they're going to be round of 8. They'll be in the losers bracket, I do believe. Going forwards. Oh, that is the wrong screen. Whoops.
So REPOI has taken the lead. Whoops, why did you not apply? There, that worked. There you go. So there we go. REPOI has taken the lead. That was actually a very, very good match.
Yeah, definitely. It's just I'm a self-professed fangirl for good shot callers. I'm a big Vor fan for that reason. Classic Noun and Corrupt Penguin being some of the best callers on the server has to offer. I've actually had Penguin on the panel a few times in the past, and it's such a pleasure seeing a mind at work trying to figure out a strategy that will give his team the biggest advantage. And I think that's one of the strengths that REPOI is able to leverage very effectively compared to other clans. Just having a very solid plan, being able to read what is effective, what is efficient, and then executing upon it.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, my code timer is dead. I'll just fix that real quick.
I'm triple checking with my code timer as well, folks. Sorry about that. I just realized that my code giveaway had reminded me. Could those winners please message us? And also Logistic Llama is doing his real soon as well too.
Yes. I still have plenty to give away.
Same here. So
yep.
We'll set up
99 problems, but codes ain't one.
That's true. I mean, like, we'll soon see what the next team is going to be, though, folks. I mean, like, we'll double check in the spreadsheet what's happening and everything.
I think we're looking at the RO16, which will be happening at UTC 8.
That's very soon, actually, isn't it?
6 o'clock. It'll be, for us, it'll be in 20 minutes or so. That's when it's scheduled.
Yeah, and folks, if you're wondering who we will be streaming next, it is actually the legendary Vor versus Cats. Now that's a match.
Vor versus Cats. Yep.
That's a very good match coming up. So, so everyone take a break. Feel free to stretch. Do what you have to do. Make sure you're following the channels for both Logistic, Llama, and myself. I have already dropped a shout out and link to Logistic Llama. Logistic Llama is going to do the same for me as well. It's all good. Legends, please give us follows. Enjoy the stream, and we'll be back shortly. So stick around, and we'll be right with you.